These are your highlights from Week 12's heads-up play from the Eurasian Conference. The third and final match of the evening was Dan the Jungleman Cates for the Berlin Bears versus Andrey Pateychuk of the Moscow Wolverines. Hand 5 started out a big pot brewing already, 3 of a kind for Andrey, and it meant the Russian took the early lead. Hand 9 saw Jungleman flop a flush. The fourth club was not a great card, but he tried to take a few chips. Pateychuk was able to dominate the game most of the time, Jungle getting more and more tilted. Hand 28 saw Jungle with a straight on the turn. He bet out just under 4k on the river. Andrey took his time deciding and went for the call. Jungle winning a pot finally. Hand 38 was King 9 versus Ace 4. Jungle hitting the 9, and he managed to double up and gain the chip lead for the Berlin Bears. Hand 40 saw a big bluff for the Jungle, and he managed to pull it off to scoop even more of a lead in this first game. Hand 57 was a full house, and it was good game. Berlin Bears taking the first 3 points off the match. Andrey again went ahead in the second game's early stages. Hand 23 saw Jungle take a few chips back despite him not hitting his flop. He continued to try and even out his stack with the Russian. Jungle then went ahead in the match. Hand 43 was 3 of a kind for the Berlin Bear, and Pateychuk had a flush draw. Would all the chips go in? Not quite all of them, but it left the Russian with barely any chips. So much so the Russian was out next hand. Berlin Bears now with 6 points. Could Jungle take the sweep for the first time ever after such a poor start to the season? Andrey took the lead again in the first 20 hands, and it was quite a domineering one, leaving Cates with just 6k after 21 hands. Hand 24 was jacks for Jungle, and it took him back up to 15k. Hand 38 was 10-7 for Jungle against the 9s of Andrey. It didn't look good for the Bear until the river card hit, and it put him back in the game with 30k. Could he now take it back down for the sweep? Hand 48, Cates hit top pair, Andrey with middle pair. Another big double up for the Jungle, meaning exactly level stacks. It was a big comeback for Jungle, who had under 6k at one point. Hand 64 saw Cates all in. Pateychuk had the best hand by the river, but could he find the call? The answer was yes, and he did. Moscow Wolverines taking the final 3 points available, but the Berlin Bears win this one and elevate themselves up the Eurasian Conference.